Hey friends, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you a few SketchUp tricks on the iPad that save me hours of modeling. I've already made a couple of videos about SketchUp, one where I go through the basic tools, another where I model a full interior from scratch, and another one where I model a simple cabin for beginners. I will link them all in the description if you want to start there. This video is a bit different. These are the small habits that took my modeling from slow and a little frustrating to actually fast and fun. And if you didn't already, I have a free cheat sheet about SketchUp you can download from the link in the description, so let's get into it. Components, not just groups. Most people learn to group their objects, and that's already great. Grouping keeps everything separate so you don't accidentally stick things together. But components go one step further, and this is where the real time saving happens. When you make something a component, every copy of it stays linked. So if you model one window, turn it into a component and copy it 10 times around your building, you can edit just one of them and all 10 update at the same time. Change the frame thickness on one and they will all change. Now, think about how often you repeat things in architecture: windows, doors, balusters, columns, chairs, even the legs of a table. Modeling each one separately and editing them one by one is exactly how you lose an afternoon. With component, you do the work once. To make one, select your object, tap on it, and choose Make Component instead of Make Group. That's the only difference, and it changes everything. Double tap to repeat. This one is tiny, but I use it constantly. When you use the push-pull tool, for example, and pull a face to a certain height, SketchUp remembers that distance. So the next face you double tap with push-pull jumps to the exact same measurement. This is perfect for things like window openings at the same depth, shelves at equal thicknesses, or pulling a row of walls up to the same height. Instead of typing the number every single time, you set it once, then just double tap, done. And the same logic works for repeating your last action in general. Once you've done something, you can often just repeat it instantly instead of redoing the same things. Type your dimensions and stop dragging. I see a lot of people trying to drag things to the perfect size by eye, zooming in and out. You really don't need to do that. In SketchUp, you draw roughly, then type the exact number and it snaps to it. Draw a rough rectangle, type 400 by 300 and there it is, precise. Pull a wall up roughly, type 250 and it's exactly 250 centimeters. Just start typing right after you draw and the measurement updates. Make this a habit and you will stop fighting the software and your model will be accurate from the very start, which by the way saves you even more time later because nothing has to be corrected. Don't model what you can download, but import it smart. The 3D Warehouse is your best friend and I've talked about it before. It's a huge free library of models. Furniture, lighting, plants, appliance, anything you can think of. If you need a sofa, there is really no reason to model a sofa from scratch unless it's a specific model that you need. But here is the part most people miss. A lot of warehouse models are extremely heavy, packed with tiny details and millions of edges, and just a few of those will slow your whole project down to a crawl. So when you can, look for the lighter, low-poly versions. They look perfectly fine in most scenes and your iPad will thank you. And actually, if the object is something very easy to model, just do it by hand. It will be easier than searching in a huge library and it will not make your file heavier. And if you download a model that comes bundled with a bunch of extra stuff you don't need, just explode it and delete what you don't want. Keep your scene clean. Tags to hide what you are not working on. This is the one I resisted for the longest time because I'm not the most organized person and setting things up feels a bit boring. But tags can really change how heavy a project can get before the iPad starts struggling. So basically, tags are a way to organize and control the visibility of parts of your model. They work like layers in other design software, but with a difference. In SketchUp, you don't directly draw on a tag. You create geometry and then assign tags to group or components, like walls, furniture, vegetation, whatever makes sense, and then turn each category on or off with one tap. So when you are adding things to a wall, for example, you can hide everything else. Less clutter on the screen and a much lighter, faster model to move around in. It takes about 2 minutes to set up, and it saves you from that horrible lag where every little rotation takes 3 seconds. And once your project gets big, this makes a real difference. Section planes to model inside tight spaces. When you are working on an interior, the walls constantly get in your way. You are trying to place a chair inside a room and the camera keeps clipping through the wall, or you just can't see what you're doing. The section plane tool solves this. It slices through your model so you can see and work inside it like a dollhouse. You can slide the cut wherever you need and even create one for each side of the room. I use this in every single interior project. It makes placing furniture, drawing details, and checking proportions so much easier than spinning the camera around and hoping for a good angle. Build your own library and reuse it forever. This is the trick that pays off across your whole career, not just one project. Every time you model something good, a nice window detail, a custom door, a piece of furniture you designed, save it as a component you can pull into any future project. Same with materials. Once you have set up a wood or a marble with the right scale and color, you don't need to redo it next time, just reuse it. I have go-to elements I have reused across projects. This is really a time saver. It's the same idea as my Procreate brush libraries. You do the work once and then you just keep reusing them again and again. So start your own little library now. Future you will be very grateful. And that's it. Those were the tricks that saved me the most time in SketchUp on the iPad. All 7 add up to a completely different workflow once they become habits. And if you want to learn SketchUp properly and fast, I also do one-on-one coaching for a couple of people each month, so we can really focus on getting you up to speed quickly. If that's something you would like, just reach out through the email in the description. Let me know in the comments which trick was new to you, and if there is a SketchUp tip you'd love that I didn't mention here, drop it below. I would love to know it. If you still have some time, you can check this other video right here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!